Hello, welcome. So this is actually where we stopped in the last class. So we're gonna make some changes to this to make it to look fine. And like I said before, everything you want to be in your website has to be inside the body tag. You can see this is the beginning of the body and this is the closing. So this is my first website. That is what you're seeing here. The DevC is what you see on top here. So I just reduce this so that the size will be there so that you can see the two at the same time. So I'm going to come here because I want there to be a heading on top of here that will be centralized. So I want it to be there. So in order to have that, I'm going to be putting some simple codes that will make it to have such a thing. So I want you to code along. So there is a tag known as h1, and that's what we're going to be using. So I'm going to be using h1 tag. So inside it I'm going to be having the content will be devc training. That's the content. And you know, to close any tag you have to always use the / to close the tag. So that is the tag. So we are going to be having a h1 tag with this. So I'm going to simply click on file and click on save. Then here I'm going to refresh. So you can see now I'm having devc training because I put it here, and it's in bold because we have h1. If you don't have h1, it will not be bold like this. So you can see I can make this h1. Instead of h1 I can have h2. So h simply means heading, so it's a heading tag. So I now have h2. I can go and save. So once I save, I'll come here and refresh. You can see it's smaller now. So I'm having h2 tag there. Now if I want it to be the heading, and it might be good if I centralized it. So in order to bring this to the center, I'm going to put another tag known as the center tag, and I'm going to put it here. So you can see that the more tags you put, the more your website gets to look better. So I'm going to use this tag. You can see this is the center tag. So once I put it here, I'm going to close it here. So make sure you learn how you open and close, and the positioning of the closing and opening. So I'm going to have these center tag closed here. So once I close it, I can go to file, save, then I come here and refresh. You can see the devc training is now in the middle. So you can see that by adding more tags, you get your website to be looking better. So the more tags you add, the better your website gets to look. So that is how you go about doing all this. We are going to be adding more tags, and the more tags we add, the more our site will look better. I'm going to add more and more tags so that you see how it actually unfolds. We are going to be having links, and we are going to be having many other things that will make our code to look better. So I'm going to try bringing in a picture here. So I'm going to be putting the code for picture. So if I click here and I press down, the tag for picture is, you put it like this, and we'll just simply like img stands for image, src stands for source. So what is the source of the image? So I'm going to simply say pic1. That's the name of the image. So it can be anything you want depending on the name of your image. So jpg is the extension of the image. So that is how you bring in an image in Notepad. This image is not going to show now because I don't have any image known as pic1 in my file, in my folder. So I'm going to simply go to save, then I'll refresh. You see that there is image here, but it's not showing. So in order to make this to be on another line, it's good I put break. So I can click here and I can say br, so that it will be on another line. So I will now click on file and click on save. When I click refresh, you know it's now on another line. So I'm going to try bringing a picture inside the folder that contains this web1, so that the picture will be able to show. And when I bring in the picture, I'll rename it to I'll rename the picture to pic1. So how do I get that? You can always get any image you want from the internet. So I'm going to go to internet and try getting an image. So what image can we get from internet? I can simply say computer. So if you want to get any image when you're designing, that's how you go about it. So if I type computer on Google, it's gonna bring I will now click on images. So that's how you get images, so that you can see plenty images of computer. So I'm gonna pick up this first one. I'm gonna right click on it and say save as. You can see save as. That's how you save any image from internet and use it for your work. So once I click on save as, you can see my DevC. This is my in my desktop. This is my DevC folder that I'm working with. I'm gonna double click, then I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna say pick one, which is the same name that I gave it on my code. So once I say pick one and I say save, so this image is now saved on that inside the folder. So I can get back to my code. I can get back to my code. This is under DevC, and try to run the same code so that I'll see the output. Okay, so I get back to my folder at the desktop, and I check out DevC. This is DevC, so this is web 1. I'll click on it in order for it to open. So you can see now that I have the picture, the image is now showing there. So this is my code, and this is the output. This is the DevC training, which is inside the H1, H2 actually, and it is centered. It's centered. You can see it here. Then the next paragraph is, this is my first website. This is it here. In order for the next thing to be on another line, that's why we put the BR tag. Then this is the code or the tag, the img tag that brings in the image, and that is why we have the image here. Can also give some attribute like the size, like length and width of this image, so that it will appear here. So please, what I want you to take home from this is that the more you add tags, the better your site looks. So that is where we're going to be stopping now. In subsequent one, we are going to put links to all these. We're going to make it more of our own. So I will suggest that you give me pictures in order to make this class interesting. I want you to give me a picture that you want me to replace here with, and I want you to give me some write-ups. So do that. Once you supply me some write-ups, some pictures, and the links that we're going to create, then we'll move over to the next class. Thank you, and God bless you.